People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now the first thing that is popping in the news that we see that there was a AXX close to Flatbridge. We are speaking about Mount Russell. I am not sure exactly where it took place. However, I know that it was a bad accident based on the video footage that I have. Now people, if we remember, there was a next incident that occurred maybe about a couple of weeks ago, and persons were saying that these people were lucky because a truck almost crushed them out. We are speaking about the truck basically dragged the car we are talking about on top of the hill. However, like I said, in that incident, they were lucky. They came out without any sort of, we are talking about, injuries. However, in this case we are speaking about, it is the polar opposite. This person lost his life in a very bad way. Now people, you understand that this is YouTube, so therefore I cannot upload any sort of video that is too graphic. So therefore I am going to let you see the edited version and then I'll give my piece. So people, take a listen, take a look.
Oh my God. You know, so the car pass me? Jesus Christ.
This is 2639. Who you?
Yo!
Lad, you light up on the ground.
You know, say?
Just stop it.
Now people, this is my disclaimer. I was not there. I don't know who was wrong. However, I know that whenever a car lick up in a truck, usually the persons, the passengers, the drivers from the car is going to get hurt. And in this case, that was the case because people, we see the person that was in the car basically ripped in two. I don't know who was wrong. I don't know who overtake who. I don't know who caused it. I don't know who basically was in the wrong. Me just say something definitely went wrong and somebody lost their life. And people, this is a picture of the person. I guess he is a security guard from one of those known security companies in Jamaica. Now people, here what me I gonna say. I don't know who was wrong, so therefore me can't blame this one or blame that one, and I was not there. However, we know say it is recklessness or lawlessness. We know say is somebody overtaking somebody or somebody driving on the other side of the road. And people, as a person that is always on the road driving all over Jamaica, me see it on a daily basis. So my point is this, it seems like every time you go up on the road, you are taking a big risk because of these maniacs that are driving like some madbot out of hell. So when we see how persons drive or operate motor vehicles, truck, van, whatever in Jamaica, we have to come to the logical conclusion that they are illiterate, them blind, them dunce, or they are just a setup. JACKASS, that think that they are playing a video game and if anything go wrong, you can press reset. However, in this case, we see that reality is way different because we see that this man was laid out on the road. We are talking about gone. We are talking about gone too soon, never to return. So, me have to ask the question. It seems like people won't learn. It seems like them ears hard. And it does not matter whatever them sip on the news or whatever them hear on social media. If you go on the roads of Jamaica right now, you are going to witness some idiot that is doing some dunce bad thing, point blank and period. So people, the moral of the story in all of this is that who can hear, they are going to feel. However, the disturbing thing is that Usually when there's any sort of accident on these road, it is not usually the driver that is responsible, that was driving reckless, gets slapped away. It is more than like we are talking about the passenger. We are speaking about innocent, we are speaking about passenger. So people, the moral of the story, like I said before, Jamaica people, them stubborn, them dunce, them illiterate, they are everything that is bad. They are reckless, they are negligent, they are irresponsible on the road, point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion, it is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Now before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source, one word, don't put any space between the words, and I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. And also please subscribe to this channel. We are speaking about True Jamaica Buzz, and when you subscribe, please press the notification bell or icon and also press all in the option. Now the next part of this video is called most persons in Jamaica get slapped away for some petty stuff. We are speaking about for some ignorant stuff. We are speaking about for some simple misunderstanding. So therefore there is a disconnect. We are speaking about in communication. And also there is a thing called misery loves company. So therefore if persons see that you are progressing in these garrison, they want to take you out. That is always the underlying or ulterior motive. So anyways people, in this story I am speaking about a 15-year-old youth, and he attended Ascot High School, and his name is Norville Hall. And he was conned up, me I talk about multiple times, in a place called Trenchtown. And what is even more disturbing about the situation is that based on the information that is out there, it is said that he lost his life meters away from where his mother got stabbed up. We are speaking about 6 years ago, and people even worse, we are speaking about on his birthday of 2014. So people, we are talking about a little youth that went through a whole lot of tragedy. Now based on the information from the grandmother, it is said that on that day, they were out there. The grandmother was complaining that she had a little problem with the bumper. The bumper of her car was falling off. And the little youth we are talking about, Norville, he went out there to see what he could do. And after he was finished, he was sitting on a chair when he was approached or pounced upon by 3 assailants who basically opened up some can upon him. And the grandmother said he tried to run away. However, he did not make it. And also, based on what the grandmother is saying, she tried to block them off and he basically ran in the dark. But they did not know where he went, if he went inside or if he went in the corner of the house. However, based on the fact that he picked up, we are talking about multiple shots, he did not make it. He fell down close to where his mother had passed away. We are speaking about 6 years ago. We are talking about in 2014. Now, based on the accounts of the grandmother, it is said that this incident is stemming from an incident that took place 2 weeks ago in a place called Rima. And based on her account, it is said that he went over to Rima to pick up some egg tray after he was hustling his eggs, and him and some other man, we are talking about an elderly man, got into some sort of altercation over the egg tray, and basically the man take away the egg tray them from him. Now people, let me ask you a question. Would you as a sensible person be arguing over egg tray? Now people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. I don't know the underlying story, and I don't know if this person that he was in an altercation with is some sort of competitor or whatever. But people, may I talk about, they are arguing over some egg tray. And people, the truth and the fact that when you're in the garrison, you have to basically represent yourself. So therefore, you can't make people bad you up. Now, based on the information from the grandmother, it is said that after that incident 2 weeks ago, a family member went over there and they confronted this person. And the person basically get in an argument once again. And also, the grandmother said that the grandson told her that they had his picture in Rima and they were threatening that they were going to slap him away. And people, so said, so done. We are speaking about over some egg tray. We are talking about some petty stuff. Point blank and period. Now, people, if you know anything about the history of Jamaica garrison, we are talking about Rima, we are talking about Jungle, we are talking about Trenchtown. They just don't like each other. There is a hate for each other. I don't know why. However, it is said that they were saying that him shouldn't come over here, so come keep up any sort of argument. So, people, they are saying that he dissed them. And people, you know, so whenever you diss some ignorant, dark, foul people in the garrison, it is basically a death certificate that you basically sign. So people, in this case, we see that that is the case. So people, when we look at what is going on in Jamaica, we see the good people are basically getting slapped away, and the evil people the wicked people, it seems as if they are living forever. Because based on information, it is said that this youth was a very studious, he was a very ambitious youth, he was a very hard-working, dedicated person, and even one of his family members said that he had saved, we are talking about $30,000 from him egg business, and he was saving towards buying a bike. So people, we are talking about ambition, because people, we are talking about a youth that is 15 and he managed to save, we are talking about $30,000 from an egg business. So people, we see that he was hustling his ASS off, point blank and period. And people, like I said before, there's a bad mind mentality in these garrisons. They don't like to see anybody elevate, and like me say, misery always loves company. And in this case, we saw that they basically bad mind this youth, because people, we are talking about a 15-year-old, we are talking about a teenager, and it seems like 3 persons thought that it was a good idea. Between all 3 of them, not one of them could have come to some sort of sensible argument and say, you know, say this is wrong, this is DEAD wrong. No, people, them follow back at each other and them slap with the innocent youth for nothing none at all. We are talking about some petty things, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.